Okay, internet, you're right. This is pretty cool. This is the movable piece of triangular art that so many of you wanted to know about. And this is Brick by Brick, and I'm your host, Adam Ward. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make this thing and some other pieces like it. And I bet I know what you're thinking. You're like, that doesn't even look like Lego. That's so weird. I've never seen something move like that. It must be this super complicated, impossible build. Well, if you're thinking that, it's okay. I still love you, but you're wrong. This is one of the most simple builds in the entire world. It only takes 3 different types of pieces. It's just a basic hinge. But when one hinge jumps off of a door and stops rolling solo and joins up with a bunch of its hingy buddies, you get a really cool, interesting piece of art, jewelry, clothes. I don't even know what it is, but it's really fun to play with, and you get to make your own. You may be thinking to yourself, 3 pieces? No way, I don't buy it for a nickel and a half. Well, lucky for you, they don't sell half nickels because it is just 3 pieces. Check it out. This entire movable piece of art is just a combination of 2x2 hinges, 1x4 plates, and to make it look smooth and cool on top, 1x4 tiles. Here's how they come together. We take 2 hinges with our little bubbles facing the same way, half on that, half on that piece. And you can pick it up with your hands and feel that little movement in there. 1 more plate, hinge goes on, take another hinge, put it on the same plate, bring in a new plate, and you just repeat this pattern over and over and over again. Now, you can make it really, really big, but if it's just 1 level high, it's not gonna be that strong. So you're gonna wanna for sure go 2 or 3 levels high to make it really nice and strong. That way, it doesn't just fall apart the second that you start playing with it or you wanna show it to somebody. This piece is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hinges high. So if you have, say, 100 hinges at 5 high, you'll have 20 hinges all the way around. This is a bit more than that, but 20 is plenty. And you can do all of this with some plates, some hinges, and some tiles. Pretty sweet, right? There's more. You're saying, hey Adam, what if I don't have any hinges? Well, guess what? No hinges? No problem. With a similar technique, you can get awesome movement out of just plain old bricks and plain old plates. Check it out. This wacky, wild, bizarre piece of awesome is just a 1x4 plate and a bunch of its friends. And each 1x4 plate is connected to the sides of the 1x4 plate above it. That's all we're doing to create this movement. And with this thing, we can make such bizarre shapes and weird creaking sounds as it moves. Don't have plates? Guess what? No problem. You can also do it with bricks. 1x4 bricks. You can do it with 1x3, 1x6, 1x8. I like 1x4 because they're pretty common pieces and they're fairly sturdy. Take a brick, put its ends on the ends of 2 other bricks, snap that in. And with this little fun thing, let's see, what do I see? It's like a profile of a cartoon, a little flame emoji, all sorts of stuff. This is like 35 pieces. Again, possibilities endless. No hinges necessary. Okay, no more Mr. Nice build. Ready for something complex? I give you the epic snake monster. And yet, if we look a little bit closer into what it takes to make an epic snake monster, you'll see that this ferocious beast is nothing more than a bunch of links. And even the links are easy to build. Yeah, you can make an epic snake monster too. I'm gonna show you how. First up, 2x4 rounded slopes. These act as the snake's scales. We've got 4x4 plates, and these hold the ball and socket joints together and make the snake super strong. Our 2x2 socket joints connect with our 2x2 ball joints, and together they make an amazing connection with a ton of movement. The 4x4 inverted slopes round out the bottom of the snake. And the 2x2 foot tiles give the snake's belly that smooth, shiny look. Here we go. We start with 2 ball joints and 2 socket joints. On the links, they live like this. And we've got 2 of our 4x4 base plates. Ball go on one side, sockets go on the other side, and then our base plate goes right on top. Now, to give our snake the awesome scaly effect, we have our 2x4 rounded slopes. Those go on top. And to have our awesome belly of the snake, 4x4 inverted slope, and our 2 foot tiles right on the bottom. There's a link. This link connects with our other friends. 3 are cooler than 1. The sum of all the parts, way cooler than the piece on its own. Snap more pieces together and more pieces together. And I used all the same lime 2x4 rounded slopes, but you don't have to. You can totally mix it up. We've got different types of patterns and colors and textures and all these different cool things we can do. The possibilities, they're limitless. Snap it together, and as it grows, it gets cooler and cooler. And I built a little head and a tail to make it look more like a snake monster. But the most interesting part, it's in the center. It's in the movement. And these are pieces that, a ball and socket joint's pretty cool. Maybe it's on a robot's arm or part of a spaceship. But on its own, you might not even look at it twice. And now it's coming together like I can't stop playing with it. So how many things out there are you just looking past and writing those off as not that interesting? When really, there's some magic inside. I mean, we've been making all of these cool moving pieces, hinges without hinges. We've got the one that started it all, the triangular moving piece of art. All of these different ideas where one piece, you're like, oh yeah, 1x4 plate, no big deal. But you put it with all of its friends, and all of a sudden you've got something awesome. I mean, how many of you even noticed that I'm wearing a Lego bracelet right now? These aren't even really hinges. Just a different piece used with a new spin. I think I'm gonna take all these pieces and go have a fashion show. Yeah, the first Lego fashion show is happening right now. Snake Monster's my bodyguard. My bracelet's my first piece, and these are the beginnings of my summer, maybe fall collection. See you next time. Au revoir. That's a fashion-y thing, right? Yeah, au revoir.
SoulPancake, subscribe!
These builds were so much fun. If you want to try your hand at another brick by brick build, you can click the video on the right. Or if you want to see me take the movable art to the streets for maybe the first ever Lego fashion show, click the video on the left or on the info card in the top right corner. I'm out!